Hello everyone, this video is for beginners. So if you're already in Hex and you have watched my other videos, this video is not for you. You could skip this one. For everybody else that's new, I had to make this video because we have a lot of newcomers into the space that have never been in either traditional finance or cryptocurrencies. So I'm going to try to explain what Hex is and what the steps are to get Hex. It's a little complicated. It does take work. So let's get right into it. Um, just to let you guys know, this is for educational purposes, um, not financial advice, and just showing you guys what I am doing as a journal, a video. I do video journals for everybody, and you guys make your own decisions, and you guys have to make your own moves. Okay, let's do this then. So, what is Hex? Right? Hex is just. I'm gonna try to explain it in the simplest form because many of you guys have never been in this space, and just a little background, I have been in this 6 year journey or five, now, I think it's now 6 years, where I woke up and I started to study what the financial system, how it works. And for 5 or 6 years, I have been almost every day spending 1 hour and actually doing, not just reading or watching videos, um, actually trying out these tools in the space. For example, I did options trading, I did cryptos, which is this cryptocurrencies, I did precious metals, I did not touch real estate, but I was also taking a look at that. And I just basically did almost everything because I understood that if we do not have assets on our side and the way the system's set up, you're gonna work to infinity. Let me repeat that. You're gonna work till the last second of your life and you're not gonna enjoy your life. You're gonna realize too late how you have been pretty much screwed by the system. And one thing that I understood well was coming, it was inflation. And I understood that right away when I saw the money printing. And I had a few people actually thought I was like a little awkward because I had called something was coming before the big collapse of the last collapse that happened, the last drop in the markets. And I said, get ready because something's coming. You got to buy. I was telling people at that time, in my opinion, it was like my personal opinion, I would buy Bitcoin, silver. And then if we look at the silver chart, that went from 14 to 20, to 24 or 28 at the height. And Bitcoin went from, I still have the article that I wrote a long time ago somewhere where just a screenshot because I removed that website, um, where I would say Bitcoin from 10K to 50K. So that's like I had already sort of seen that, and I was buying Ethereum under like $80. It went to like $2,000. So that's like my credibility right there. And I have a lot of people thanking me now for all the that listened, like that made their own decision, of course, as an adult, and say, you know what, I have to look into this because if you do not have an asset on your side helping you produce to beat inflation, you will end up very badly in this world, especially now. Okay, so I just want to put that out there. So let's get right into it. So what's Hex? I'm gonna start explaining the simplest form for you guys. Hex is like a Bitcoin but better. So Bitcoin in the beginning was being called a scam. Nobody understood what it was, why it was there. It's the fake internet money. And if you think about it, look at our money. They're printing the hell out of it. They're printing it faster than you could work for it. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna just sit there and work 2 or 3 jobs just to catch up to inflation? It's insane. We have tools we could use now. People are just afraid, or even the people that have been in finance do not understand this instrument. So people that think they're smart, they're pretty dumb because they don't understand the new technologies that are coming out. The actual real, not the scams. There's a lot of scams out there. The real, like this is the best instrument I have seen out of my entire journey. Even I was doing actually option strategies. It's stocks where I was doing passive income, but even then you get burned if you don't do it right. This is the best way for everybody to make it, in my opinion. You're early. It's like buying Bitcoin in the beginning. Think of it that way. So let's take a quick look. So Hex is like a Bitcoin, but better, built better because it's like a certificate of deposit. So let's take a look at that explanation. First, let's take a look why Bitcoin was created. So Bitcoin was created in the last after the last recession, and the concept of Bitcoin first came into creation in 2008 as a response to the great financial crisis and the financial world's reliance on banks as intermediaries of all financial transactions. This way, the banks did not need to be involved in each and every day transaction. Pretty much, it's like the Bitcoin was supposed to be the people's money, peer to peer, where we would put our money in a digital way, where we controlled it, and nobody else could, like, no bank could freeze your account. No, you could leave the country with your money. You know how there's no limitations to it, and so pretty much but Bitcoin has not it changed from what it was. It's now like you guys saw, like there's just too, I just don't think it's good anymore. And I can't get into technicalities because this is a beginner's video, but let's just say Bitcoin's old spaghetti code and Hex is the next level. And people cannot accept that in the space. And in there's a lot of hate for this for Hex right now, and they're calling it a scam. It's not. It's quite the opposite, actually. I believe, you know, from what I've seen, I tested this out already. So this is one of the biggest opportunities. The same thing with Bitcoin in the beginning. You know, everybody didn't understand it, and now even the Bitcoin people don't understand Hex because their mind is so backwards now, like so stuck in the past. And in this space, you gotta evolve and move fast. So, anyways, yeah. So let's take a look at what a certificate of deposit is, and that's what how Hex acts in the system. It rewards, you know, it rewards holders, and we'll take a look at that right now. So what is a certificate of deposit? What is a CD? A certificate of deposit is a product offered by banks and credit unions that provides an interest rate premium in exchange for the customer agreeing to leave a lump sum deposit untouched for a predetermined period of time. Almost all consumer financial institutions offer them, although it's up to each bank with a CD that terms it, the terms they want to offer and how much higher the rate will be compared to the bank's savings money market products and what penalties it applies for withdrawal. So in traditional finance, they give you whatever interest they want to give you, and the penalties go to them. In the hex system, you will stake, let's say I want to stake 10,000 hex. You buy those for dollars, and then I'm going to say, okay, I want to stake those for a whole year, all the way to, for example, all the way to 2023. And I'll give you a formula. The longer you stake, better the system pays you out. The bigger it pays, you get a bonus for that. And then you lock that up, and then you'll start in 24 hours, you'll start gaining interest in hex, not dollars. But the value of um, the value of hex goes up as more as we get the system grows. So that's the see how this hex will hit $1 eventually. And just the design is so beautiful. The way it's just a whole new tech. I always like to call it new technology because few people will understand. So, for example, I have this stake here starting in March 18. It ends in July 31st, which is a week from now. If I end this stake now, I will get hit with penalties. So let's try that, but I'm not going to do it. See, it gives you a warning. And the penalties go, cancel, I'm going to cancel that. It go to the other people. It's distributed, to all the other stakers that are going to complete their promise. So that's the power where we are not paying the banks anymore in this system. We're paying ourselves a peer-to-peer, true decentralized cryptocurrency that's actually made for the people. As you can see, if you buy Bitcoin, you're gonna be buying like what, $30,000, $40,000 sort of asset, and if it goes down, you lose your money. Like it's not good, and they don't pay you any. It doesn't pay you any interest like Hex does, or it doesn't reward you for holding. It actually uh, is not good overall anymore, in my opinion. I used to love Bitcoin, but now once you're awake and you start seeing how. And I think a lot of people knew that this space was going to evolve further. Um, so I hope you guys are with me so far. So I'm going to show you guys how to get Hex. It's a little complicated. I had a few people thinking. I had one guy saying, you know, why do I have to watch so many videos? Why do I have to like if you know you have to put in some effort to actually make it. This wasn't overnight. This took me months of research, months of contemplation. If I would have gone in earlier, I would have been very, very well off, but I never want to, like, I didn't understand it. I was trying to understand it, and now when it finally clicked, this is like, oh my God, this is going to be the best asset of our time right now. Right now, this is the best asset that I could think of that anybody could attain. I'm talking about the little guys. I'm not talking about someone that has millions or has already got into other things earlier. Um, so yeah, so that's that. So let me also, so for example, I'll give you an example of the power of this system. So this was only like $850 because price is appreciating. We have so much room to grow here. This has now turned into close to 10K. I started this in March, and my horizon was July, March, April, May, June, July, around 4 months. So, and then I have, for example, have a longer stake. This is my so I started this one in March 16 and with $2,000, and then I'm staking this all the way to August 2025. So now this one's $16,000 because I'm getting the hex interest. So the ecosystem's designed so perfectly, and it's mathematically perfect, I would say. So I would not say that and there's people in the space that always say, this is not financial advice, this is math advice. Like we have, I could get more technical, but it's like this is a beginner's video. Um, and we will, I will, you could, once figure it out, you'll start seeing the other videos. So yeah. Okay, and especially t-shirts. The secret of t-shirts is so in the system is so powerful. So let's see how we could buy Hex. So I'll go through my notes here. So I already went through all of this. Oh, it has been audited 3 times, by the way, before it's launched and tested to make sure it's secure. This is not a company. There's a lot of poorly rated articles out there. This is not a company. This is, uh, like, think of it as a program that lives forever in the blockchain, in the system that we call the blockchain. So this cannot be controlled by anybody. Um, there is no control. The third party. If the creator passes on tomorrow, and hopefully it does not. We're just talking here. What's possible? Then nothing happens to this smart contract, this program. It will live on forever until it will live on forever. So anybody could participate before and I mean after, even if the original people are gone that created this. It's done. It's completely done, and there's nothing that can change it. So we will. Um, yes, that's how it works. So hex delay rewards those who delay gratification and punish those who have the old trading gambling mindset. So you gotta finish your stakes. If you want to do 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year. I personally want to build yearly ladders, like you guys seen. Every year I want something coming out, and that'll fight inflation in my book. And I said Hex, in my opinion, Hex will outperform every other financial instrument out there, most of them. So let's do the steps how to buy Hex. So step one, you need to find a place to buy Ethereum to convert it to Hex. The Ethereum token, which is this one. Okay. So that's step one. So I usually use Coinbase. So that's the easiest way for me because that's where I put my money in. And yes, you can actually cash it out later. You make sure you check with your tax professional. You're gonna have to pay taxes on that depending on where you are in the world. You can also try the Dharma app. I found it. I'm gonna link everything below in the video description with a step-by-step video tutorial I found online for you on how to set up your Coinbase, and how to transact. So once you set up your Coinbase, we're going to go into, let's see here. Okay, so let me find a picture real quick. Yes. Okay. So it's very easy. Coinbase is very easy to use. That's why I recommend it. So I would just hit once you actually went through all the verifications, you're gonna hit buy, and you're gonna find the Ethereum logo. Make sure it's the black one. There's a green one too, but this has to be this symbol. Okay. So so then you're gonna hit buy, and then there is gonna be a fee. There's no way around that to participate in. People think this is easy, like to do, but it's not. You have to take risk, and you have to pay fees to get into the system. That's the risk. But look at the gains I made. For example, the 850. That's only going to be $10,000. Um, the cost, the reward is higher than if you take this time and steps to figure this out. So you would hit buy, choose Ethereum. You would choose your bank that you linked or whatever. If you're gonna do the debit card, which is more expensive, it will be like $28 more. Then from there, we're gonna go to the next step, which will be so the next step is we're gonna install MetaMask, which I'll link below. So you need to install and get MetaMask wallet because it's a decentralized wallet. The link is below. You will be giving 12 unique seed word passwords that are in order. That is your key to get in. Please note that those words down and save them outside of your device. I recommend print it out 2 times somewhere. Not print it out, but like have 2 copies of it that you'll never lose. This is, you're responsible for your own self. You have to. This is that's what the system is rewards the responsible, and punishes the irresponsible. I recommend that in a safe place in 2 places. Never ever share that with anybody. There are a lot of scams out there, even fake MetaMask support. I'll show you what MetaMask is right now. And once you set up your wallet, you will be given a unique receiver address as shown in my example that you can share with the ETH network. So here's the receiver address. So once again, even if someone reaches out to you, I'm support for Coinbase, I'm support for here. Never give them your seed words. Those 12 secret words are only meant for your eyes. Never key them in anywhere, only to recover your wallet. But that somebody in our community will help you. Not, and you should not even give that to anybody like me or anybody. And nobody should see those words, okay? So I can't stress that enough because some people have lost their gains that way, their money. So this is the MetaMask that I'm going to link you to. This is the wallet. And then, when you create your account, it'll display the seed words. You have time to just write them down or make sure you please spell them right. Just going to be, and then once you're in the system here, the next step is you're going to add the token and we're going to find the hex token. I already have it in there. So make sure it's this one with this logo. So it'll add it here. Okay. So then that's the next step to make sure you set up your MetaMask wallet. And see, this is the where you're gonna copy your address. If we open a notepad, you're just gonna control V here, and that's your receiver address that you're gonna send from Coinbase. So let's see our screenshot here. So I would copy that, and then once I buy Ethereum, I'm gonna hit the send button. Send Ethereum. Give me 1 second, I'm in the wrong. Yeah. Okay, cool. So once I copied it, you saw how I copied. You guys could go back to the video. I would open my MetaMask. I would uh, click here and copy it, and then actually I would go to Coinbase, press the send once I bought my Ethereum, and then I'm going to paste it to, and then we're gonna hit the continue. There's gonna be a continue button, and you're gonna get a text message, and then you're just gonna send it out. Once you confirm, the text message will be like a pass, like a code, and then you just send it out to you don't have to write a note. You just send, we continue and send, and you'll be done. And then just wait like 5 minutes or so, and then Ethereum should arrive at your wallet here. So once Ethereum arrives here, like you're already here, and you already added your hex beforehand. You're gonna double click on the Ethereum. You're gonna hit swap. So okay, I'm gonna have to come back here because I gotta show you guys. You're gonna go to nomics here because you're gonna start calculating. You gotta start using your tools. So the currency converter here, like if I'm, for example, if you were gonna buy Ethereum, and you say you only want to buy, um, let's say you bought $600 that you're just gonna invest. So $600 of Ethereum is 0.27. Okay, so you wanna, but you always, because Ethereum is used to do transactions now in the network, you want to make sure, like if I'm gonna convert this to Hex, I want to make sure I leave like $30 behind. So let's do $570 I want to convert of Ethereum to um to Hex, right? So so I'm just gonna 0.2640. Okay, so we're gonna go back to MetaMask. Just remember that 0.2640. So I'm gonna click on this again. I'm going to swap. I'm going to do 0.2640, even though I don't have that in the wallet. I'm going to choose Hex. I'm always chooses 2% slippage. And then see how it's 570? Because I want to leave some Ethereum behind for the transactions. I'm going to review swap. And it's going to tell me I don't have enough. But it's going to check. And then it's going to give you the final total down here. The fees are really high sometimes. So be careful with that. Right now, that's the price we have to pay. So sometimes but there's a new network coming out. So then you just hit swap and it'll transact. It'll tell you if you don't have enough money. And then once you switch that to Hex, once you have Hex in your wallet, you will make up those fees with Hex because the interest paid out will outperform those fees. So don't get discouraged because of the fees, in my opinion. You'll be fine. So once it does the transaction, then you'll see Hex in your wallet here. So once you see Hex in your wallet and you still left a little bit of Ethereum behind, now you could actually stake all of it. So the next step will be to go to hex.com, which I'll link below, which I'm already there. So hex.com looks like this. So we're almost done. Um, and then we're gonna connect our wallet. So if we go to stake here, it'll ask you to connect the wallet. At, I could I'll try to find a screenshot as well for that. Because I'm already connected, that's why. But I believe it will connect it from here actually. If you connect the wallet, it's gonna have to be somewhere on here because I'm already connected. It's hard to show you guys. So anyways, once you connect your wallet, you're gonna be in the main page. You're gonna go down here. You're gonna click the stake area, and it'll take you to the area that I have here. Oh no, then you click stake again here. Sorry guys, and that's a lot of steps. It'll read your wallet. It's just gonna tell you if you're not connected to your wallet. So let's go to. So now it's already in my wallet. So here I'm just gonna go to max. That's the maximum I bought of Hex, and I'm gonna say, you know what? I want to stake this all the way to November because I don't want to. I want to make sure I reward myself earlier than later. I already have my other yearly stake, so I would just do like August, September, November. So I just say November 30th. It gives me my stats here, how much bonuses I'm gonna get. The formula, how the formula is going to work, and I would just hit stake. I'm not going to do it because I'm going to use the hex for something else. I just hit stake. Those transactions going to run, and then it's going to show here as pending. And in 24 hours, you'll start gaining the interest or the passive income. And it'll tell you the last date. Once the last day is reached, it'll turn this will turn black here, and then you end your stake, and then actually, one more thing I'd like to point out: the coins will not be in your wallet because they'll be in the smart contract. So they'll go away they'll go at zero or whatever you stake will be deducted. Once you finish your stake and you mint your shares, which we call shares, then they will come back here, like all your like if I end when I end this all those 9,000 when I end the stake all of those coins return to my wallet at a price of around 9,500 because the fees we have to pay the fees again, the network fees, and that and then I get to cash. So from there I'll do the reverse of things, you know. So once I have that, um, I will convert those back to either USD coin or Ethereum. So then I have those, so I'll go to Hex and then I'll do the swap thing, and then I'll do like go find Ethereum and I'll put maximum. I I'll just do 2% slippage, review swap. It's gonna give me a quote, right? It's not easy to do this, so don't get this. See how the fee is cheaper now? I'll hit swap. So once it swaps like my Ethereum, now I'm gonna go to my Ethereum. I'm gonna hit send, and now I'm gonna grab my actual Coinbase um, receiver address for Ethereum. So that's so that you're gonna go like that. Make sure you're always careful when you're copying this. And I'm gonna go, okay, for example, just pretend that's my receiver. Just gonna go like that. I want it to be fast. I want the max amount of Ethereum, or if I want to leave some behind for transactions, you just do the math again on your calculator here. And then I just hit send. Oops. See, as soon as you close it, it closes everything for security purposes on that. So just review that once again. So this is when you're cashing out maximum. So next. And then you confirm and it sends it and you should get your money in your Coinbase account like in 15 minutes or 10 minutes and you could cash out the same day. So it's pretty cool. Um, I will probably do a video of that later. Not now. This is just for beginners. Okay, so I hope this video helps. Let me double check my notes if I missed anything. Um, this explains it. So yeah, so we were on this step. Yeah, you must keep a bit of ETH, if that's a correction. Actually didn't get that much sleep. I woke up today for you guys at 5 in the morning to help. So that's the special calculator that I'll link below, like I showed you. Okay, so that's it. We have gone through all the steps how to get Buy Hex. And that's a little complicated. I would say this is one of those opportunities that comes once in a lifetime where you get in something this early, like buying Bitcoin at an early stage and like just holding for years. Like even if even a couple $100 today and a few very few years can be life changing for some of you guys, in my opinion. Have a good one. I hope this video helps, and I will see you guys on the next video.